Hi everybody, ADDIE here, instructor for our web-based class. I just wanted to take some time to review the ADDIE model. I received a few emails with students asking for clarification on what is it, how do we use it, where does it apply. So let's just take some time to go over it. So ADDIE, it's an acronym and it stands for, it has different meanings. So we're going to take some time to go through the meaning. So the analysis phase, this is pretty interesting. I'm really interested in the fact that they started off with the analysis. Usually we start off with assessment and trying to get a measure to see what is it that we want to do and why. But here in this situation with the ADDIE model, they started off with analysis. So in the analysis stage, we are trying to identify an instructional problem. This problem could be taking place in a classroom, could be taking place in a whole entire school building. It doesn't even have to be situated in an educational context. It could also be situated in a business context. So you have to think about, your objectives, your goals. What is it that you want to do and why? I think using an inquiry-based approach for your project might help to intrinsically motivate you and also might help to ignite some more curiosity about topics that you want to study. So I love these questions that they have here. Who is your audience and what are their characteristics? This is crucial. We need to be able to identify in order to create a project that has value, significant value. We need to be able to identify who's our audience, what are their needs, and what type of outcome do we want to see rendered as a result of our our analysis phase, or as a result of implementing the project. And again, if you're thinking, oh my gosh, what project is she talking about? Well, the MMP. So you're supposed to identify a problem of practice and be able to create a technology project around that idea. So yeah, this is crucial. What are the delivery options? Timelines are crucial. Somebody emailed me, oh, what do you mean by timeline? Well, timeline means that you're supposed to set some type of parameter that states, by this time I plan to have X, Y, and Z completed. So design phase, I think this would be my favorite phase. Well, design and deploy. But anyway, all of it's interrelated. So with the design phase, we're looking at the use of like a vision board, storyboards, a prototype. Oh, I love prototypes. You will be able to create a prototype using, there's various tools that we could discuss. If you email me, we could talk about various tools that you could use, such as Sketch, to create a prototype. And I do have that app downloaded on my computer, so I would be more than willing to speak to you all about how to utilize. You could also do Proto.io, since we're talking about prototypes. You could also do Proto.io. Love Proto.io. So analysis in the design phase, there are two critical phases while you're moving into the development phase. So development to me just simply means like now, instead of just having, sorry for the background noise, we're trying to fix servers here. But now that we have our analysis and kind of like an idea on how we want to lay out the project, now we're going to think about how would we actually develop it. Like that's when we're taking what we know, what we think we know, and we're now trying to actually apply it. And I said like that we think we know, because sometimes once we enter into the actual development stage, not developmental, but development stage, when you're trying to make your project, trying to bring it from an idea to an actual tangible product where people are going to be able to use this, it changes things a little bit, right? And that's why there are various tests that we should be running as we're trying to deploy various tools to see if they're going to work or not. And sometimes they don't work, right? So we have to be able to say to ourselves, okay, what is it? Who's our audience? What is it that we want to create and why? And then think about the design phase of this, and you could definitely create a prototype. So implementation. So now once we have our product from the development stage, now there's time to actually implement the thing that we created that we're going to be so proud of. We're going to be able to implement that into a context, the context that we have identified from earlier on, right? So I know I'm talking really fast. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just really into this. So then once you have implemented X, the project, right? You want to be able to collect data and feedback and to see, well, how is this thing working? Is it working in a classroom, or if it's a school building, or if it's an organization? So I just created a new software application. Now I want to be able to test it with my users. Does it work? Does it, why, how is it working? Why, right? If it's a school building and you're creating maybe a website, how are teachers or principals utilizing your website? Okay, how many downloads? I mean, are people coming to you with questions about some of your resources that you have listed, right? So when we evaluate, evaluation is really crucial. I mean, all of these stages are crucial, but evaluation is especially crucial because now we're getting feedback from our audience, and we're going to be able to utilize that feedback to make significant changes to our project. So for the MMP Update 1, you're going to be thinking about, okay, you might be in, design phase, development phase, implementation phase, and you're testing a part of the project and you're getting feedback, and then you're going to use that feedback to help you morph your project even more. All right, so I hope you found this to be helpful. Please email me. Sorry, I'm a little slow with returning emails, but just email me and I will get back to you. Just give me 24 to 48 hours, mostly 48 hours. Sometimes a little longer, especially if it's over the weekend. But email me, let me know what questions you have, let me know what you're thinking, and I will be catching up on grades, working on it. I take time to give a lot of feedback, comments, so just hang on. All right, guys, have a great day. Let me know if you have any questions. And I'm super excited to read the mixed media critiques this weekend. Coffee and critiques. Have a great day.